For this next problem, it shows you a picture of a pattern of squares. And here, it'll be better to see the pattern. So you have these pattern of squares, and it says look at the pattern below. How many squares would be in the 10th shape of the pattern? So as you can see, they're adding 1 to each side for each progressing shape, for each successive shape. So they want us to figure out how many squares will be in the 10th shape of the pattern. So the first shape of the pattern just has the 1 square. The second shape has 5 squares because they added 1 to every side of this square. The third one has 2 on every side. So you would get 9. So we have 1, 5, 9, and then, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then the fourth one, we have 1, then 3 on each side, which would end up giving us 13. So to solve this problem could be solved in a lot of ways. One of the ways would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. One of the ways would be to just draw it out. Draw it all the way out to the 10th shape and count how many squares that shape has. That would take a lot of time and a lot of space, but some students would need to go that route to see it visually. Another way you could do it would just be to logically reason and think about how many squares would be on the 10th shape. If on the second one, there's 1 on each side, on the third there's 2, and on the fourth there's 3, on the 10th there would be 9 squares on each side of this middle square if you thought about it logically in the pattern of how this is going. So on the 10th one, there would be the middle square, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that's not a part of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then you could sit and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, on and on and on. But what I've been doing with these ones, and what students may be able to notice, is that since you have 9 on every side, there's 4 sides, you could do 9 times 4 for all of these on the squares on the outside, which is 36. But then you can't forget about the one in the middle. So you'd add another one and get 37 squares in the 10th shape of the pattern, 37. Another way that this could be done would be to just look at the numbers. If you looked at the shapes at the beginning and then counted how many each had, you'd have a pattern of 1, 5, 9, 13. And if you look at the numbers, you could see that each time it's going up by 4. That's the rule of the pattern, is you're adding 4, which makes sense because you're adding 1 to each of the 4 sides every time. So if you're adding 4 every time, you could just go up this way. Go 17, 21, 25, all the way till you got to the 10th one. So that would be the 7th one, 29, 33, and then 37 for the 10th one. So you could get to it that way as well. Or one last way you could do it would be once you have these first few numbers that we do know, the first 4 that they gave us originally, you could find the rule, which is add 4, come up with an expression for that rule, and just plug in your n, which would be 10. So, but either way, whichever way makes sense, or whichever pathway or strategy that students choose to use, the solution is 37 squares for the 10th shape of the pattern.